Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's second down.
From the 16, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
54 Mike. All day, every day, any day. Check. Fresno. Right now, you got 58.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing, man, force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We own it. We own it. 6:30.
To throw again. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Slam. Check 24.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Pick it up. Check 3.
So he shifts past him and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Watch the safety creep. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pull it together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Humphreys. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Bridgewater now. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 84 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montravius Adams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Lewis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. from midfield. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. SOS.
Henry running right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam. Watch out.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,
Ladies and gentlemen,